I was like, you know what? I'm going to become a solo artist. I want to write an instrumental record. And that was where everything began, pretty much from what I do now. And I spent, oh, the end of 2004 just writing a lot and released the album independently on my own. I remember going to a place that I don't think it exists anymore. It was called Big and Small Lots. Are you familiar with that store?
I kind of remember it. I don't know if I remember it exactly the way you remember it. I don't know. It sounds like one of those shopping warehouses. Is that correct?
Kind of like that, yeah. It was a place you went to, and it was like back stock and stuff that didn't sell in other stores, and they would just, you go and get all this stuff real cheap. Well, they had a whole aisle of like stereo equipment and CDs and stuff that you could buy. It was like you could buy like 500 blank CDs for $10, and you could buy all these trays of jewel cases, for almost nothing. So I bought a whole bunch of those things, and a friend of mine named Chris Luton, who was the former drummer of Profligate, he's like, hey man, you should totally like do a punk style cover. He goes, just take a picture of yourself, take your logo, place it on, go to Kinko's, and run off all those copies. And that's how I did it, and it's everything just kind of started from there. And, I started doing, instrumental shows whenever I could, playing the backing tracks before they were called backing tracks, and I didn't ever hear anybody say, oh, do you have your backing tracks? I was like, no, I just showed up with an old Fostex that had my tracks on it and different tracks. And I would just, open track one, then close it and open track two. I'd have the songs already in there without the guitar solos and without the roots of the harmonies, and I would just play it through a PA, and that's how I did it. Uh, very, very DIY hillbilly. you know?